Just to let you guys know.
I'm not so good with airborne targets. Flying free! Don't get me to do it! Lock! Demon descent! Flashing bang! Easy! Way to go!
In an instant! Impact block!
Doubling! What?
This could be useful.
Oh, sweet. And now we're gonna continue on from the last part.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well.
Go back and watch.
Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Alright. So it looks like the first path we're going to go through is right over here after I dispatch of these enemies. Because EXP, and why not?
Hi, Hoodle!
Actually, I forgot to change off his weapon. I was doing some training yesterday with some other items.
None shall escape my judgment! My step!
Not today!
Charge malevolence!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! I can carve through armor!
Denied! Don't mind if I do! Kisara! Frozen!
Kisara! Hammer!
Did you see? Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right? Not that part!
Not that part! Alright, looks like we're going this way and we're fighting some Zoogles. Yeah, a lot of Zoogles. Alright, let's do this.
Get lost! May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds! Seal!
I would say dispatch of those ones first.
Astral energy!
Energy. Okay.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Has got your name on him!
Alright, let's do this.
SD airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Nothing else you. Nothing else but free. Yes, fall.
Here, let me
No energy.
Say no
Some
more.
more.
well done!
Nice. Xion. Get toasty. Bird strike.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Oh snap. Bro, we just got mad items from doing that fight. And we got money. But yeah, if you guys have a chance to buy this specific item, buy it. The reason for that is because it greatly increases your battle chain, which will give you in turn more items. So it actually helps out a lot. Let me just make sure I'm going the right way. I'm going the actually wrong way. I need to be going this way.
It's so hilly around here.
And I'm going to use another one just to keep the battle chain going.
I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
Alright, and we just got peppers, so that's good.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Take this. Here I come.
It's a duel of the arts. Here's a healing arc.
Oh, that's a new one.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
You shouldn't have messed with me.
Alright, just gotta see the limitless wall again.
Here's a healing arc. First aid.
Super swallow dance.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry. I'll
Crush you! Ah!
Lightning
Look at reflexes!
Tenebrae.
Notice? Ah! I love that move.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Oh crap, we got 8 now. Jeez. Okay, so now we're gonna go down this way. Some more stuff over here, some more enemies to fight, and then there's something back there that I want to go find. I don't know what it is, but
Get
hey.
lost. May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. Freezing storm.
Eat dirt.
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
In an instant.
Instant. Impact cross.
Here, let me help.
Oh! Aw, man. If I would have just did Freeze Lancer right there,
Don't
it
get
wouldn't have died. Yeah, there's definitely something back there, something pretty strong, it sounds like. Oh, it's just 2 Zoomals. No, 3. No, 4. Huh. Alright, so if it runs out here, I'm not gonna get there.
This one's mine. Far enough.
No further.
Will this help?
Now you see what I can
And
do.
cover the casters. Healing
Damn, dude.
Gusty nails. Go find someone else to pick on. Lucky Zara. Frozen.
Hammer.
Here,
Damn it. Too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it out.
Tidal wave.
May 1,000 gales tear you to
Did it just shoot a fireball?
This one's mine.
Fire's
Eagle assault.
Eagle Assault.
I can feel my precision improving.
Level 26. Give me 1 sec.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen. More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands. Go no further!
Handle this.
Dragon shout. Wither blade fill.
Leave the target to me. Can't get out of this.
Get up. Far enough.
The water beast! Black up, Tidal wave! Freezing storm!
Armor won't save.
I'll finish
you hear me now? Another one. We're thinning them out. Please, more like me. I'll admit I'm impressed. Very slightly.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Little help.
Burn in hell!
The freeze down. Eat this. Ice tornado. Elton, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
This one's mine. Not in your dreams. Water, here's the wall. Split. Lightning orb.
Now you see what I can do!
The
enemy wields ours too.
You'll soon see about that.
Orochi's Fury!
Glacial spear. Here's let the mark handle this.
Megasonic Drop!
I'm on a roll now!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Light after this one's mine. Rocket shell.
No further!
Magic is glacial spear. Here's evil.
First strike!
I'll tear you apart!
Do it.
River!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't...
Right, here goes!
Purge malevolence. They're surrounding us.
I'm on it!
Into the shadows.
Here I
In
go.
here. Steering
Devastation.
flame. Reload. Tidal wave.
Lunar Swallow Dead! Here I go!
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds.
Denied!
Do it.
Raining Strike!
Demon's descent.
Flashing Fang!
Easy. Way to go.
Now you
Leave
see
the
what I
enemy's
can
arc to me.
No place here!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds. By the power of field.
You require a help!
Banana Swallow. One last one. Here goes.
Short Finish!
Alvin, astral energy.
this, I can become even stronger.
Let's dispose of the trash.
This one's mine. Sleep now. May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. Feel it.
This one's mine!
Healing circle.
I really owe you.
To stop you dying?
Lost. Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Right. Next one.
Already on.
Not in your dreams.
Far enough!
We're in good form!
They got me flanked.
Fire's compassion. Course this way. Pierce evil. Sleep now. Freeze laser. Sharpness all. May 1,000 gales. Lunar corruption. Seal. I'll be saving this.
Prepare to be sealed.
Mag Night Law.
Leave it all to love.
Hey! I'm here too, you know. We're thinning them out.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Be still!
I'm only getting started. Lightning
Now I'm in the groove!
Rising
Let
Wyvern!
the marksman have it.
Crumble! Slow you down!
Here! Hope this works.
Finish it!
Super swallow dance!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Hey, new equipment.
Little help! I can handle it. Raging storm! Art expert coming through!
Carve through what?
This, not in your dreams.
Dragon
Raging darkness. Now!
Fury!
Here, let me help. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that way.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Dragon form!
That extra training paid off.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
Now I'm real mad!
By the power of water!
Flying freaks!
Why can't they just sit still?
Stay on plan. Will you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I'm just getting started!
Now I can let loose.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than...
No backing down!
This one's mine!
Take this!
Eagle assault! Do it!
Neon, astral energy, full throttle! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
This one's mine.
You're mine! Wind! Devastation!
Breaking storm!
Rising Falcon!
That's enough! Steel hammer! Electric shock!
pesky airborne scoundrel?
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Bring it home, stretch guys.
What she said? Eyes on
Leave
the
the
prize.
enemy arc. That focus goes double for you, Rob.
Me? How come I get singled out? I'll finish you here and now!
Do it!
Another one down!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that.
And still as humble as ever.
This one's all mine! Hurricane Thrust!
They're all the same pain.
Hear my call.
Not today!
Eat this!
Blast portal! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Whoa!
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the?
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
He's there. Close one. Gotcha. Not on my watch. I'll heal you all.
Die.
Close one. Gotcha.
Who the hell are you?
Say thank you, Indiana. Not feel Renan. This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord? Burning strike! Vanquish darkness! I never fit!
Crumble! Rising light!
Here's a healing art!
You'll pay for that!
Take this.
Look here! I'll bring you back to this! Gusty nail!
On your die.
Eat dirt!
Show me your strength.
First aid! Far enough!
You require help.
I'll heal you all!
No further.
Thunder healing circle!
On your sonic thrust. Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Enjoy your Ready?
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kind of crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you
fine.
were...
Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all...
I'd like to check their wares, if you don't mind.
I can't eat anymore.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law? I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Did anybody see that?
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
goodies!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yep. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch, that's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, It's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you. What's wrong? All right. What? Hey. Yeah! Good. All right!
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy? Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves, and outright forbade the ownership of instruments, is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Oh yeah? How? Great!
Yes. Hey.
Good. Really? What?
Yes.
All right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All
Yeah.
over.
Huh? Yeah. Yes.
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share? What sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Cap.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Luva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Poodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Oh?
Yeah!
Is that so? You don't... How? I see.
Hey!
Sure. Well?
Yeah!
What?
What?
Hi. All right? No.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah!
What?
What? Well, that... was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
I think Hoodle senses something.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the Guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all...
I won't forgive you! Raging storm! Water! Near my
See what I can do!
Red! Glacial Heatland can run streets around us! Razor Cycle! Purge Malevolence! Arceus Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Water!
We are freaking in!
Not today!
I never miss!
Leave the chargers to me!
Lunar
Megaton Thrust! Sonic Thrust!
Freeze Lancer!
Blending Blast!
Hamming
Take
Flame
this!
of Fury! Not on my watch!
Super Swallow Dance!
Freeze Lancer!
I still got a ways to go.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great! That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Raging Storm! Electric Water! Hear my Celestial Hammer! Fled! Glacial Spear! Pierce Ether!
Get out of this!
Freeze Lancer! We're in the home stretch, guys!
What she said? Eyes
Pesky
on the
airborne
prize.
scoundrel.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
We're thinning them out.
We want me.
Here!
I'll admit I'm impressed. Very
Where
slightly.
that came from!
Not today!
Fire the top! Ready to do it! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
I can feel my precision improving.
Out of our way! Purge malevolence! Arctic waterfall! Sealed! Let the marksman handle this! Alright, it was mine!
It can hide itself? Amazing!
When did I get so popular?
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Leave the enemy's arms to me!
No complaints here! I feel like me in a vine! Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Not on my watch! Magic is out! No,
Wait now.
let's get you all tucked away! Blah, 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 magic! Tidal wave! Cyan instant!
You see what happened there as you crossed? Shouldn't have done
I
that.
never miss!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Evil God! I'm on a roll now!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Nothing gets by me! Glacial spear! Jesus! Armor won't save! Now I'm in the groove! Done to stop!
Magic is there! Sleep now!
You require a hand.
Water, hear my call!
In a vine? Lost my focus! Watch it!
Arch seal! Not in your dreams! Here, let me help.
That's what I get for shooting too high.
Lightning condemned!
Swallow dance! Crumble! Watch this!
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this help?
This one's mine!
Now I'm in the groove!
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Ready to go! Too slow! Now! All yours, Kisara!
There's always room for improvement.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Let the marksman
Now you
handle
see
this.
what I can do.
Water, where are you going? Denied! Fight ready! Fires of passion coursing this blade!
Flying free!
Seal!
What can they just sit still?
Damn, Sia! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Swallow dance!
We turned the tables on them.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Purge malevolence!
I'll tear you apart!
Seal!
Do it! This freaking does...
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Like we're gonna lose to small fry.
Yeah, basically.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Get lost! Raging storm! Fires of passion coursing this blade! In here! Primed and ready! This one's mine! Sharpness all! I'll smash you! I'm ready to go! We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Not on my watch!
Now we're never.
Mega ray!
Can't get out of this.
How do you get through this?
Freeze! Hurricane! Eagle
Do it!
Into the shadow!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Wait, she used Rasengan.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. Whoa!
Can you run away?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Yeah.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Right, here goes!
Raging storm! Glacier spear! Here's evil!
Try this! Explosive ring!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Swallow dragon swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing
Just
art!
getting started.
First
I
aid!
really owe you one.
Burn in hell!
Tempest swirl!
Now you see what I can do.
Fury! Blown flight! Super Don't mind if I do!
You can't do without a thing.
Here's evil!
Sonic kick!
That's enough.
May a thousand
Leave
years
it right
later.
off me.
Gusty
No
nail!
way!
I never miss! Far enough!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
What's up?
Cover the caster! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Freaking does it! Eagle fry! Tectonic punch! Here I go! Finish you right now! What a relief!
A freezing storm! Divine strength! Super
I'm on it!
Lightning! Raging storm! Our expert coming through!
See what happened there as you crossed.
Sonic thrust!
Shouldn't have done
Not
that.
on my watch! Gemini Aqua! Super swallow kick!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Run well! Demon's descent! Flashing fang! Step back! This one's all law!
Go no further!
Go again!
Pierce through!
Healing circle! Sleep now!
Not today!
Take this!
You're mine! Gemini
Deny!
The waters will create blah blah blah!
I can carve through armor!
Tidal wave! There! The help's it!
I'll tear you apart!
Annihilation! Arctic waterfall! Seal! Lore for the
Oh yeah, yeah, I heard about that religion. That's actually a thing.
coming through! Not on my watch! You get the gist! Lunar blast! field!
You picked the wrong fight!
Get on in there with the others!
There you go.
Lunar corruption!
Like me.
Lightning
Now
Flash! Target!
Firmament render! Arrow squad! Here we
Nope.
go!
In a bind.
Mecha's lit. That's a nightmare.
Far enough. Armor won't save you. I'll stop it.
Oh my god. Oh
Thanks,
god.
Kisara.
This isn't ideal.
Magic is in! Freeze, Lancer! Tempest Whirl! I'll take
Oh,
it from
yes.
here. Let's see how you handle this!
Oh.
Roar!
Here,
Ignite!
This one's mine! Not in your dreams! Tempest Whirl! I'll heal you all! Here's Celestial Weather!
What a relief. I'm on it.
Arcade Waterfall! Freeze Lancer!
focus in though. If you can't rely on yourself, don't be alarmed.
Gleam!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! With this, I can become even stronger.
That's if he still even lives there.
Gotta break through!
It's all mine. Now or never.
Rising Wyvern!
No further.
Glacial Fire! Pierce Evil!
Deny. I'm
Freeze Lancer!
Yeah, you probably didn't. You probably just didn't know.
Tidal Wave! Healing Circle!
Ignite!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Sharpness all! Radiant Pierce! Here's a healing arm!
Here I come!
First aid!
Alpha!
Do it!
I'm practically unstoppable.
All I know is you said one of them was 6 years old. Hmm. Some good drinks.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this?
Hey, it's that ingredient.
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core, though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them. They nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hoodle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh, I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit. Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything. Another day, another Gald.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently.
It's on! This one's all mine!
Tempest Swirl!
Burn!
I'm only getting started! Annihilation! Tempest Swirl! Electric Shock! Celestial! Where are you going?
Shattering the pieces! Attack time! No!
Here I go!
We're cleaning out.
Let me take the rest of it!
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Leave the charges to me!
Scion Infinite Swirl! Here goes! Annihilation! Raging Cyclone! Celestial, not in your dreams!
No complaints from me.
Gotta break through! Double demon fang!
You're mine.
Demon fang!
Talon Hurricane! Glimmer Dragon!
Celestial Hammer.
Break it down!
Handle this.
Sword burn!
Glacial Spear. Pierce Eagle.
You know, Law, watching you really makes me real.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling
Sweet
to
now.
me! Armor won't save you!
Get on in there with
In a vine?
Awaken the sleeping spirit.
Try to do it.
Theon, astral energy. Full throttle.
The heavens must be smiling.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Little help. Water, hear my call. Purge malevolence. Magic is in. Here's the evil. Purge malevolence. Archaic waterfall.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
You picked the wrong
Sounds like a
fight.
job for yours truly. Blah, blah, blah. Magic. Tidal wave. Here's a healing arc.
Prepare to be sealed with fleet of
Why'd you heal me?
Actually,
Stop me dying?
more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
It's time.
Electric shock. Radiant cyclone.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Burn in hell!
This one's mine.
Can't get out of this.
Reload.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Archaic waterfall. In here. More stop high. Not in your dreams. Tidal wave.
Flying free? Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Hey! Blow them away!
Purge malevolence. Arctic Shadow. Purge blah 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 magic.
Do it!
Freeze.
Hey! Blow them away!
I've been doing really great lately.
I won't forgive you. Purge malevolence.
Sword ring out!
Arctic healing ball. Seal.
Ignite!
Can't get out of this! There you go!
Blah blah blah
Feel like me
magic.
again.
Tidal. Water. Hear my call.
Finish it!
All yours, Kisara.
You got combination ready. I never miss. Here goes. Here, let me help.
Carve through armor!
First aid.
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Archaic waterfall. Freeze lancer. Take it.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
I won't forgive you.
This! No further!
This one's mine!
Sleep now. Get on in there with the others. We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Dohalim.
Light burst forth!
Radiant finishing.
Over so soon?
Fire's a
surrounded!
course
Now you see what I can do! Eat
Fire's a
this!
passion, course in this flame!
Eat this!
Seal!
Talon Hurricane! Rip it
Sharpness
down!
all!
I'm just getting started!
Purge
We've got
blah,
flyers.
blah, blah. I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
This one's lovely. All yours.
Freeze laser! Blah, blah, blah.
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that!
Finish it!
Hey! Blow them away!
Glacial spear.
Do you require a hand?
Can't get out of this!
I can handle it.
Far enough!
That extra training paid off.
I think Hoodle senses something.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Here's evil!
I'm like bacon.
Update waterfall! Sleep now. Ready. I'll be Where are you going? The waters of Creek. Blah, 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 magic! Title! Art expert coming through! Don't mind if I do.
Armor won't save you.
Purge malevolence! Update waterfall! Freeze lancer!
We are freaking invisible.
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Purge malevolence! Update waterfall! Freeze lancer!
Eat this!
Purge blah, 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 magic!
Swallow blade!
Glacial spear! Blah, blah, blah!
Nice while it
Sharpness!
lasts.
Prepare to be
Freeze
seen!
lancer!
In a bind.
Demon Fang! Far enough! Enough destruction! I'm on it!
Do it! Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Certainly not bad. No complaints here.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. Must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For crown contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
Passion course in this
None
flame!
shall escape
In
my
here.
judgment.
Ray! Sharpness all! Raging storm!
Now you see what I can do.
Don't mind if I do. Let the marksman handle
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Freeze lancer! Magic
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Take it! Purge
In
malevolence!
a bind.
Freeze lancer!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Gotta break through.
Glacial spear.
Fierce evil! Waterfall! Seal lancer! More for the south side! Blah, blah, blah!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't. Got that.
Nothing gets by me.
I'm sorry to be sorry.
We've all got enough.
I'll crush you!
Tenebrous Claw! I'm surrounded! Glimmer Dragon! Anything in armor is all mine! I'll finish you here and now! Glimmer Dragon! You made quick work of them!
Want me to fix your slot then?
Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more coming.
Leon, astral energy, full throttle! Go!
Wow, look what I just found.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Alright, and after this, we shall be done in like about a few minutes, because it'll be 2 hours. But I did not go the other way, which I should have, and I'm sorry I was on the phone with my best friend. We're just chit-chatting, as all best friends do. Okay, so it looks like this is the way to go, but I want to kind of see what's this way. So I'll stream for probably like till 5.
Right, here goes! Ignite!
Don't mind if I do. Here, let the marksman handle this.
Watch
This one's mine.
Here I stand!
I may do a second playthrough of it just being like videos.
I've got this. Let a marksman.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, Xion.
I can feel my power growing.
Oh, these dudes look dope.
Right, here goes.
Roly polies, roly polies.
I can carve through armor!
I'll be saving this one. For sharpness,
Okay, cool up. Time to get out of the
You
way!
picked the wrong fight.
Where are you going?
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Do it! Astral energy!
Energy.
Say no more.
Well done!
Another one down!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that.
And still is hum.
Freeze!
Still as humble as ever.
I can feel my precision improving.
Yeah, we're gaining levels, which feel good. Yeah, I may stream until like 5.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Dang it, man. A lot of wild Zoogles have been attacking my ranch. Okay. Do I have this checkpoint? Yeah, I do. Okay. I do want to kind of continue on to see what leads me down this path. What's here? Is it just a cave? If it's just a cave, I'll come back.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Okay, it looks like it is not just a cave. Eastern entrance. Elevator is currently offline. Okay, so now since I discovered that place, I can go all the way back to here. I'm gonna run down and go down that way.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah.
I hate camping out.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
What's wrong, Law?
Why do I gotta have a vitamin smoothie?
Because you've been eating nothing but meat lately. Your body needs vegetables to stay healthy.
Yeah, but does it have to be so concentrated?
It's better that way. Even if you hate vegetables, all you have to do is drink it. It's a quick and easy way to get more nutrients.
Like you're one to talk. You'll have anything as long as it's spicy.
Which that vitamin smoothie isn't. I know its taste leaves a little to be desired, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad.
This sludge isn't gonna make me less hungry.
I don't know. If you downed 10 of them, I bet you'd start feeling pretty full.
Are you trying to turn me into an herbivore or something?
If I were you, Law, I'd drink it down sooner rather than later. It's going to start tasting bitter if you let it get warm.
It's already bitter when it's cold.
Come on, Law. It's good for you. Quit complaining and drink it already.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her Danon bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your... Guard,